Um, Hello and welcome to today. And people have been asking me about how to deal with anxiety and depression. Because anxiety and depression, they're kind of the same. Well, so like anxiety is like this part of you that's like, hey, everything is horrible, people hate you, and you're just an embarrassment to you and yourself and your family, and blah blah blah, and everything's gonna kill you, you're gonna die. And so there are these thoughts that are like, they're your thoughts, but they're not like thoughts that you want to have. You're like, because you're like, there's part of you that's like, one has good thoughts, and then you got these other bad thoughts just keep popping in right all the time. And then of course then you got the depression, because you got, anxiety, like, hey, we're gonna die, blah, 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 blah. And then there's this other part of you, depression part, another part of you that's saying stuff that's like, oh, what, that sounds like a good idea, because this sucks, I want out of this. And the anxiety's like, no, we don't, this is terrible, everything's terrible. And the depression's like, yeah, I agree, everything's terrible. This is gonna be over. And then you're sitting there in the middle, and you're like, well, these are my thoughts, but they're not my thoughts, because they're not the thoughts that I want to have. And then, but these thoughts are just keep popping in, and they're being thoughts that I don't want to have these thoughts. And so you're like, I have to stop having the bad thoughts. And I was stupid. I have really kind of dumb thoughts, and I don't want to have these thoughts. I want to have better thoughts. And then everybody's like, oh, why don't you just cheer yourself up? And you're like, I can't cheer myself up. There's part of myself that won't listen to me. And that's kind of the problem, because I don't want to feel yucky. I just feel yucky, and I don't want to feel yucky anymore. And how do I stop feeling yucky? Well, you got a lot of it, when it comes right down to it, there's no easy answers. There's just no easy answers. But, you have those moments where you find yourself where you can kind of pull it together for a minute or two. And then you're doing okay. And then you just kind of keep pulling it together and going, kind of working your thoughts out. And then your thoughts, pretty soon you're controlling your thoughts. So the other thoughts, the bad thoughts you don't want to have to be thinking, you start thinking more positive thoughts. And you really just kind of start telling those thoughts to stop thinking. And then you're pulled to what? Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, it's a pretty crappy thing to have to go through, and I'm really sorry you have to go through it. And people out there, if you got friends and stuff who are going through that kind of stuff, don't just say, hey, suck it up, man. Even though, a lot of times just saying, because you don't want to hear people tell you to suck it up. You just gotta finally just tell yourself, I'm gonna suck it up. I'm gonna deal with it. If I gotta go see somebody, I'll go see somebody. There's no problem with going to see somebody. And if you broke your leg, you aren't gonna try to fix it yourself, are you? No, just go see somebody who knows what they're doing. That's what you should do. So, all right, that's kind of my point. You're pretty awesome. Have a super awesome day. And if you can convince yourself to just be happy, then that's pretty cool. And if you can't convince yourself to be happy because there's parts of you that just doesn't seem to like they want to be happy, well then just go see somebody to help you work that out, because that's pretty cool. They know what they're doing. They're good people. I can give you some referrals. All right, so you're pretty awesome. Everybody have a super awesome whatever you're having. All right, we'll see you around. Stuff. I found my remote so I can turn, so I don't have to reach over to there to stop it. I can just